Those who joined today, let me show the link from where you can download the Power BI. That's our first module of Power BI. So as you all know, we will cover all the content that is fulfilling PL 300 certification course. So it's of 1 month, and we will compile all the topics of it. So one by one, we will pick the topics and see how to cover all these things. Okay. So those who just joined today, let me share the link from where you can download the Power BI. I before also shared the link. Let's get one more time. Let me share the link. Power BI download, and from here, just wait for a second. Okay, please find in chat box. I'm sharing just the link to download your Power BI. Okay. I just shared the link. Okay, so that's the link, and please go through that link and try to download that. If you face any issue, let me know. Okay, so we will continue with our first session that contains the technicalities, and this is about the first domain. Okay, and let me show you the complete curriculum again. Just let me share my whole screen. Okay, now my whole screen is in front of you. Let me show you the complete module. Okay, this is your complete module where first domain is your prepare the data. Okay, so this is all about data world. So we are getting into the data to work on. So first domain is prepare the data. Second one is the model the data. Third one is visualize and analyze the data. Fourth one is deploy and maintain assets, right? So one by one, we will go through it and check that, okay, these things are done and these things are remaining. So I created a separate modules for you. So first category and prepare the data is get data from different sources. Okay, so we move ahead with these type of contents. So let me move again to my slide and let you explain each and everything into it, that how to move into it, and we will see different type of data sources to connect our data today. Okay, so get data from different sources includes, first one is that identify and connect to a data source. Okay, because see, this is totally, we are dealing with the data, and if I say that I have data from different sources, okay, and I need to connect all the data sources all together in my data, or you can say in Power BI. Okay, then how to do that? Let's say I have data in my SQL, I have data in Excel, I have data in CSV file, I have data in text format, I have data in my JSON files, I have data on websites. So how to connect all those data together and work for it? Let's take a case study that there is a company A. Okay, they have their data in Excel files. Okay, they have their data on their websites. Okay, they have their data on their SQL servers. Now they need to do the analysis on Power BI, how to connect all this data together and how to identify that these are the different data sources we have and how to connect with that. Okay, so today's session will be focused on only the first one, right? One day for one topic. We need to understand one by one all these things, okay, and do some practical approaches on it. So we have to identify that which are our data sources and then connect to the particular data source, right? The link for which one? Sai Krishna, you need the link to download Power BI? Okay, I just shared. Just share it again here. Got it? Okay. So in this way, we identify our data sources and then connect to different data sources again. Okay. Then let's explain all these things together. Then we will move to the practical of identifying and connect to a data source. The second thing we will see into it is how to change the data source setting. Say I connected with my SQL server, right? Now I need to switch it on my web. So how to do those data settings, right? Including the credentials, because as you know, SQL have its servers, okay? And these servers are connected using these some credentials, login credentials, okay? So you need to include those credentials while joining with your servers, okay? Then you have the privacy levels also, because as you know, there is a lot of privacies with the data. So you have to check these privacy levels also. Say I have a high privacy levels in my SQL server. Then these servers will not allow me to connect with the Power BI because they have their privacy levels on the high top level. Okay, so I need to change those privacies also. And what are the data source locations? Okay, so that kind of things we need to understand, that how to change these settings after inserting our data. Once we have all the data, but now we need to change the source settings. So we need to get into it also. This is the very basic and very important part of Power BI, because what you need a particular source from where you can get your data. If you are not able to connect your data with your sources, then how you will move ahead with the analytics, right? So you need to do this one in a proper manner, right? Now let's see how to move on with the further things. Just hold on. Okay, so the third thing is select a shared data set or create a local data set. It means you are creating some data sets which are shared on these platforms, or you are creating your own database on your Power BI platforms. Okay, so those are your local data sets. This is all concerned about the Power BI data sets. Okay, then there is some options of selecting these data sets, how to import it. One is your direct query and directly import option and dual mode. It means import and direct query also. There is a major difference in between import and direct query. We will go through it when we will be on this topic. Okay. Change the value in a parameter. It means you are changing data types. Okay. So let's move ahead and see what are the probable things in Power BI that we can do in identifying and connect to the database. Okay. So today what we are going to connect, we are going to connect our Excel workbook and our SQL server, that is Microsoft SQL server. We will do the connection today, and we will move with the text and CSV files. Okay, and then we will connect with one web services also, right? So now let's see in our Power BI and do all these connections. We will download all these data sets like Excel workbook, your text and CSV files, and the web server also from online platforms, right? So let's get into it and move ahead with this one. So let me open my Power BI. Let me close it and open it again for you. So when you open your Power BI, this type of things are there. So just close it. We need to observe different data sources and different data types. Okay. So now our first aim is to get different data. That is, first is your Excel file, or you can say first Excel file. Okay. So let's move on to the web and select one. Let's say this one. Okay, we will move on to the Kaggle. All our data we will download from Kaggle. Okay, so create an account on Kaggle and prepare yourself for it. Now, from data sets, we will move on first one, global superstore data, and 12 MB data is available here. Both the files will be available here, right? Excel file and CSV file. So it have a benefit for us that we can have this data which have both the files. Let me share it into chat box also, the link I shared for the data set. Okay. Now just download this one. So you will have both type of data with you. Okay. We can move to the Power BI training over here. Let me save this one. Okay. I have a archive file with me. I will unzip it. Okay. First one, here it is, right click on it and say extract all. It will be extracted like this. So when I open it, I will find both the files. Okay. Now the second target is to get data, okay, which is of text files. Okay. Let's say move back and get to the data sets. Okay. Get into the filters and say no JSON, no SQLite, no BigQuery. Okay, file types are 3. So just clear it. We need some data. Let's say global average polling. Okay, so no minimum, no maximum, just apply on it. There is no data set available with this. Just say text not available, text files are not available. So just search text data set. Okay. You can have a text file on Kaggle also. So we need to open from here. Here are some text files we have. So stamp text values, text classification. Okay, I will let you know on the next session. Maybe on Kaggle, we will not find out the particular file we need, that is text format. Okay, so text and CSV both are almost similar. They have just few differences in it. So our next target, we have CSV files with us, and third is your SQL Server. So let me open my SQL Server also. Let's search from SQL Server Management. It just open. I need the server name, so I will keep it open. Okay. And third thing that I need is my web. Okay. So for web, Let me select Amazon. Okay, let's open amazon.com. Over here, I must go with any one of the options like new released. Okay, these are the new released one. So, okay, now let's get the Power BI. We will import these different options. Okay, and one more option we will move on, that is get data, that is OData. Okay, these are very good data sources for your practice also. I will share the link again. So what are the method or what is the process through which you will move ahead to import your data into it? Okay, when you open this Power BI, you will find that yes, this is the interface I have. So right now you don't need to get into more options of it, because by step we will understand each and every component of it. Okay, so learn slowly, okay, and step by step. Okay, so the very first thing we are going into it to get and import our data. So we are just concerned with this get data option. Okay, click on get data, and over here move on to the more option. So we will see the pop-up window which shows us all type of data we need to import. Okay, our first file is your Excel workbook, right? The very first option we have, right? So here just click on Excel workbook in all, either in file option also it is available. So we will move from the all option. The very first thing is Excel workbook. Click on connect, that is just below it, right? Now move ahead with our Power BI, and here you have the archive. Here by default it is selecting your Microsoft Excel workbook worksheet. Okay, just select this one, open it. It will fetch your data. Okay, like this. So here just you will see the sheet number 1, that is tab 1, or you can say table of 1, 2, 3. If you have multiple sheets into it, it will show you all. So just select the sheet number 1, right? Here you will find two options. Let me zoom it, and here you will find two options. One is load the data, second is transform the data, and third is cancel. Cancel will close this window. Transform data will move it to your Power Query tab. That is not concerned with us right now. So we will just load our data. Okay. Now we will observe that it is applying the changes in Power BI. It is loading our data from the Excel sheet. Right here in field section in right side, you will find that sheet number 1. These are the content we have. Okay, if you want to see your content also, see your data also, just went into the left side of the screen and click on the second option. You will see your data in the tabulated form here. Okay, all the data will be available here, right? So that's the thing you need to do with your Excel import. Okay, your first thing is done, which is your Excel import, right? Now, the second thing you have is your CSV import. Okay, let me open my notepad also, so let you know that which thing we are importing. Let's say import data from different data source. Okay, first one we have done is Excel worksheet. right? Second thing we are doing that from the CSV files, right? Now let's back to our Power BI and let's check how to import these CSV files. These are the major uh, data sources that you will find to import your data, because major data is available on your Excel, CSV, or you can say on SQL servers. Okay, so again, go to the more option of data, get data option, right? Over here, you will find in all or in file section, text or CSV files, right? Click on text and CSV file and then click on connect. Now this time it shows you only the Microsoft Excel comma separated values, that is CSV. Okay, this time it is not showing you the Excel file. Okay, Excel worksheet. So just select this one. Both are same. So it will import it as it is. It will showing you the complete preview of your data, which is based on first 200 rows. This is comma delimited. So you don't need to change this one. Okay. So again, just click on the load data. Now you can see Global Superstore. By the name of Global Superstore, you are having your data, which is in CSV format. So both the sheets you have right here. Now, if you will want to see the relations in between these, we can click on it. So here by default, it is not creating any relations in between. We will see later on what are these relations and all these things. So our focus is just to have a different data sources, identifying our files that in which format they are, which sources they related to. Okay. Now let's get to the web also. Okay. So again, from the get data, here it is available, but let's search in the more option. Sometime maybe it is not available here. So online services, or you can search from here directly, that is web. So just click on the web and click on connect, right? It will ask you the URL. Okay. So we just opened the Amazon platform to extract the data from that point. So this is the URL that we have with us. So let's see, will it extract the data from this platform? Click on it, just paste that particular URL here and click on OK. Please enter a value. Let's select Amazon.in only. Click on OK. Here you can connect, use anonymous access to this web content, connect with it. We will wait to establish a connection with Amazon.in. It will take few time. It will display you the content that it extract from here. See, these are the tables that it extracted from Amazon. Okay, let's check it. The HTML file. This is not useful to us. So much data is not available here. So ignore this one. Suggested tables. This columns we have, different columns we have. Column number 2, footwear, this one, shop. This one is not so useful. Let's select the third one, women clothing. These data it is fetching from there. Third one, we have this kind of data. Column, how many percentage things are getting. Table number 5, laundry services and these things. From the table number 6, you have different, that is column, that is this one, this one, or let's select another one from the Amazon. Let's say these are the values that it is showing to us, which is the most newest things available. So bestseller, let's select the bestseller, and it have these kind of things with it with different Amazon Launchpad. Let's say from the books. These are the books available here. So let's check how it works with bookseller. Okay, select it, click on OK. This is known as the data wrangling. Okay. Here again, we have the options that what it just selected, paperback. Okay, the column, these are the value, the prices, right? And this is your book name. Okay, these are the authors you have. Okay, these are the ratings you have. These are the total number of reviews that are placed. These are the again name. So this is somehow what we need. Okay, and what about the table number 3? Again, the ratings, the values, these things are only available here in table number 4. These are only the ratings, that these are the ratings out of 5, and these are the total number of ratings we have. So see how easily Power BI extracting data for you from these websites, right? You can explore more if you need to analyze that. Okay, here is the web page, and if you will search laptop. Okay, so multiple options are here, and you have multiple laptop options are also here, so you can sort it like languages. You have only books here, so you can sort over here. Okay, I am in laptop option here, right? So just went to the home page and say mobile and computers. I have all mobile phones. Okay, let's search for the mobile phones. Here also I have the new one. Okay, now it shows me multiple options, so it is easy for more things to be grabbed. Okay, let's connect to the web and select the URL. Let's see, will it extract it? This is how you can do the analysis for your product. Say the reviews, the ratings, how many reviews are there, how many products are there related to your search. All these things will be found. We didn't find any tables on this way. This is protected by Amazon, so you are not able to extract this because it is using your sortings, right? So directly from mobile, let's say from the home page, first of all, let's go to the home page. A proper URL must be there. You have to use the proper things for that. So click on mobiles. It will show you like this. Is there any data available here? Starting something is there. So let's say smartphone and basic phones. Okay, let's see. Will it extract it? It will have some data here. You can do your competitor analysis also using this web scraping. This is how easily now you can identify that, okay, now I don't need to go with a long list, or I don't need to search from the websites. I just have my data with me. So these are the Amazon services. This is table number 2. Table number 4 also have some informations. Okay. So not much data is extracted. Let's see. From Amazon, we have all new releases. Here it gives us good data. We will take that one. Okay. So you need to have a proper URL also for that, at which one you want to extract. Okay. Now here you can have the access for your newly launched products on Amazon, and you can analyze that, okay, what is their reviews, what are their discounts, and all these things that are available over there. Okay. Here, hot new release, that is column page number also, it is saying that on which page it is available. How many ratings, column ratings are also available. So this table, okay, table number 4, we will take it also. Table number 5, a small left it. Table number 6, column product name and total price. Okay, just load these 3 tables. Table 3, table 4, and table 6. Now see, your data is fetched in it like this. Okay, sheet number 1. Okay, I have sheet number 3 with me. I need to allot a column name to these files. That's why column 3 is not there. As you can see, it comes with no name in column, right? This is by default name as column 1, column 2, column 3. So you need to update it from this one, edit query. And let's say over here, I will say the rating, right? Over here, I say reviews. Over here, I will say by default, see, it is also giving it the $sign. It means price, right? Once it will be completed, say close and apply. See, now rating, review, price, things are changed. Same thing you can do with other tables also. This column 1, don't summarize, okay. So just one column, one table is extracted properly. So just move back to our platform. So this is how you've seen that we have Excel file we imported into it, CSV file we imported into it, some web applications, web data also we imported into it, and say whatever the data you have on any website that is accessible can be extracted very easily, right? Now we can move ahead with the OData feed. Okay, so what is basically OData feeds, right? So these feeds are having a lot of information, a lot of data available on these websites, OData servers. Okay, so this is more or less, you can say these are the open data servers from where you can get the data for your analysis. Okay, let me share you the link for the same also. From open data, let me search where I have left. Yes, these are the server names. So let me share it into your chat box also. So you will find this OData from here. Okay, even see, if you will not, if you don't know that which data you want to extract, just select this one, server.odata.org. Okay, now let's get back to our OData feed. Write this URL here, then click on OK. It will say that you want to enter on this website using an anonymous or a window login or a basic user UR, web API key if you have, organization account you have. So just anonymous, move into it and click on connect. It is not going into it. Just let me edit it and put the complete URL. So V4 is there. Let me select the V4 one. So it have some link on it. We encountered an error while trying to access restore for free rupee done. Okay, it is not allowing right now to enter this URLs. Let me select the complete one. Select CSV files into it and then select this one. So now you can see I have a particular URL with me that having a lot of data into it, right? Let's show you that there are 26 data available into it. And you have the alphabetical list of product, you have the categories. I have categories, okay, beverage, this one, this one. These are the different things. You have customers, you have employees, order details, you have products with you, okay, you have reasons, you have shippers, suppliers, okay. So that's good for us. Sales by category also you can take, then load your data, okay. As you can see, I'm grabbing my data from the open data feed sources. Okay, you can explore more links over there. I just shared you so you can have these kind of data with you. So right now, let me know in chat box that how many data sources we connected. We just connected Excel files, right? We connected CSV files. Third one, we connected, yes, total 4 we connected right now. CSV files, oh, we didn't connected text PDF files. Mayur, yes, we connected. The third one was our web, right? The fourth one we connected is OData Feed. Okay, now the
Hello.
last, yes,
So there's an option in fetching a data. We can
right.
connect text and PDF file also. That's why I'm saying.
Okay, okay. The option from that one you are saying about it, like
Yeah, yeah.
get data over here in more. Just a second. Yes, text and CSV. Okay.
In
So
PDF also.
yes, you can connect PDFs also into it. Okay. So OData, our last is our SQL Server. Okay. And you can explore many more options into it, but these are the main data sources that are used to connect your databases. And while working for as a practice purpose or creating your own projects, you have majority of the data from your Excel, CSV, and as I imported web also, right? Fariba, OData is a open data sources. Okay, I shared the link also, so you can go through that link and you can open that particular link, but you will not find in the form of data over here. Why? Because these are in different formats like this one. Okay, these are the JSON files. So you are just importing these JSON files directly into your Power BI. Okay, if I go in the back side of this data that we are trying to just import, these are the basic servers uh, which whose permission we don't have to access over there. So we have some direct access of these data sets, say up to north data. So browse the full access read and write services. No, we didn't use SQL Server till now. I'm going to import it now. I will let you know that how to import it, right? And browse the read-only Northwind services, read only this one. So like this. So if you go with it, you'll find this type of data. These are XML files, right? So we are importing the data directly from here. Okay. So these are the open sources from where we can import these files directly. They are collecting their data on their websites. OData collecting these data directly for you, that you can insert OData options. You will find OData on each every platform. On Tableau also you will find, and if you want to connect it with Python also, you can import this OData with you. Okay, so Tableau, Python, Power BI, you can import the data directly. Okay, now the last one, that is SQL servers. We are just going to import these files. Okay, so we have more options. Let it open. Yes, here you have database options. Okay, these are the database, that is SQL Server database, right? MySQL database also over there, and IBM. Most of the all the SQLs are available. So in SQL, you have to uh, understand that which SQL you are working on and what are the credentials you are working with, right? So directly we are going to connect today with the SQL Server database, which is Microsoft SQL servers. Okay, I click on connect. It will ask me for the server. Okay, and the database is optional. So I will get into my SQL, and here I have the server name. This is SQL Express. Okay, when I just open my SQL, it shows me the server name. After all, just once I will copy it, I will show you that. Connect it. I have database with me. Okay, these are the database already available with me. Also, you can copy this database from here, from file section, not from file section, from the connect section. Just click on connect, say database engine. It will show you the database server name. So just copy this one, and you just need to put the server name here, this one. Okay, and just connect import and direct query. These two options we have. So we are not going with a direct query right now. It have a concept with it, so we will go through the concept first, then we will understand about it. Right now we are just going with the import option. Okay, I just explain you that in import option, it will import all the data that is available on the survey. And if you defined the database options, that is database name basically, let me show you that these are the database options I have. Okay, BA weekend, first assignment, OVDM, SQL, SQL all, SQL assignment, SQL basics. So these are the name of database. So you can directly write those database which you want to import. Otherwise, it will show you the all options. So in import option, you will get all the data. All the data is imported into it. Whereas in direct query, it will just import you the schema. Schema means this is your schema. If I will get over here, okay, let me cancel it and show you what is schema. If I will open the category, category is a database, and category ID, category name, description, this is the schema. Okay, metadata is your schema. So it will just import your schema, not import all data for you, right? And when you are working with the schema, you have to ensure that uh, all the data must be in a proper structured format. If it is not in a structured format, then it will not work in proper way. So when you are working with a direct query, it is very essential that you have a expertise to identify the data schema. So here I written, by schema you mean our queries in SQL? No, not the queries in SQL. Let me show you. In SQL itself, if be a weekend, if I say this is all my schema, that is database diagram, I don't have anything into it. In tables, I have tables. So it will extract the tables as well as their name only. Okay, just wait on it is expanding. So this is your schema that is in front of you rather than the data. Let me first assignment in the tables. It will take a little bit time as it opened after few days. So here it will expand it very soon. So these names only, the column names, the data type, what is the data type of it? Either it is somehow, let me show you in Power BI. So here you can see that global superstore that I just inserted, the category is of text format, this is of date format, and these are the numeric values that are known as with the summation sign, categories, subcategory, the text format. So it imports the schema only. This is known as the schema, that the column names, the data types, the properties. Basically, you can say the properties of the data, not the proper data. Okay. So in uh, that query, SQL Server, let me connect it again. So is it there? Yes. So in direct query, it will just import this one, and it is linked, it is connected with that server only. Okay. So the data is on the servers only, and you are just accessing the properties of that data. From using those properties, you are using the data which is already on your server. Okay. You are not importing this data over here. This thing generally happens when you are working with your cloud. Okay. Or the data is very large. So to avoid the space availability with Power BI, you use direct queries. As you know, we have the open source Power BI software, which have a limitations with it, that you can insert just the up to the limit of 1 GB. Okay. If you have a data which having large size more than 1 GB, then it will not able to import in your Power BI, right? So at that time, what you do, you just use the direct query options and you just import the schema, because what you need here, you just need the name and the properties of the data. You don't need the data right now here to do all the functions, right? So let's see how it imports from the SQL. I just inserted the SQL server name, okay, and click on OK. Use my current credentials, connect with it. We are unable to connect to the data source using an encrypted connection to access. Okay, over here. Just ignore that because it is Microsoft server. It will connect automatically with it. So these are the uh, database I have with me. Okay, so let's say BA weekend. I have these files with me. Okay, so category customer. These are the already have files with me. So I select employee demographic, HR demographic, right, and employee salary. Okay, these three files I will import from here. So click on load. It is changing my file here. Now you can find that employee salary, HR demographic, HR employee demographic, and employee demographic table. See, from 5 different sources, we imported our data, right? Now you can create a connection into these files, and you can uh, see all the data is available here, right? So one by one, you can create the relations in between these files. Let's say, drag it over here, drag it over here. So it will be more easy to visualize this data. What is this all about? These are the different files that we just imported, and you can create relations in between them so that you can use them for your comparative visualizations. So just let me show this one, that how these connections are made. So as you can see, this is the data we collected from OData. It has some relations in it. That's why it is showing over here, right? These files are connected all together. So this is how you can connect all these files by some parameters. Okay, we will see the relation creating the relations also in later on sessions. Okay, so this is how you can import your data very easily in Power BI. You just need to know the credentials when you are working with the you can say these servers. Okay, so one by one we will go with the servers also. Okay, by next session when we import our data, we will use MySQL also. Okay, because these are the two SQL that are widely used, which is Microsoft SQL servers and MySQL, right? So this is the way you connect your data. Okay, so just try different files in Excel, CSV, and if you right now if you have your SQL servers, you can import it, otherwise skip it. So when we will go with the SQL server sections, we will import some file in SQL and then import it on Power BI, and we will see how it happens. Okay, from web, the most interesting thing is your web, right? So we can have one more example with the web, that you can go on your, it is Amazon, say Netflix. Okay, total shows available on it. It will not permit me. Will it permit? No, it will not permit me to get inside without login. Okay, so let's see what it extract for me from Netflix. Will it show me some data? So where is my web? Here is my web. From here, click on OK. Anonymous. Let's see. Let's connect with it. I don't think so. It will extract me a lot of data from here because it is not logged in and it is not on the page. So enjoy on our TV, very few informations are available here. Okay. Yes. In most of the cases, we do web scraping to collect data and then we will appear our data sets. Just hold on, guys. Yes, Ahmed, it will work in a same pattern. The question from Ahmed was, as you all seen also, that it is shared to everyone, that in most of the cases we do web scraping to collect data and then we will prepare our data sets, right? If we are directly fetching data from web in Power BI, it will work same as web scraping or not. Yes, definitely it will work in the same manner as you can see. If we will observe here, this table 3, this is the table which is from Amazon we scrapped, right? So we just need to change the column name to having all these editing, all uh, data manipulation, data transformations, and data cleaning we need to do with it, as well as when we do the web scraping. we also need to clean the data, right? So in same manner, we also need to do the data cleaning with it, right? So we have this information as I shown you that I just change the rating, reviews, and prices with it, right? So you can do all these things and you can do the editing into it also. Okay, that's fine, right? And that's the thing for the today's session, right? So many things are there. Okay, so just move on with one-to-one topics and we will cover up to the end one. Okay, first one will be a little bit boring sessions because it having all the dealing with the data, importing the data, cleaning the data, all those things. So basically the things which are coming moreover in the next few sessions, that if I share that prepare the data one, it is to having dealing with all the data, that how to remove the data import errors and all these things, merging and all these things. So model the data is the most interesting part, right? Where you have the DAX functions also, right? So in that way, finally, visualization is the most important part of Power BI. As you know, this is the biggest utility of Power BI, right? Yes, that's why it have a long list of topics also, right? So that's the thing. If you need to be expert in Power BI, you need to understand the data first, because as an analyst, if you have a command on working with the data and if you are having the skills to understand your data, that improves it very well. It will give you that yes, your work is perfect, you are familiar with your data. Now you can do anything with the data once you get familiar with it. If you are not aware about the data, that what is inside this data, then how will you uh, analyze it, right? That's the thing. uh, Pop-up window will be in front of you regarding the feedback. So if you wish, you can put the feedbacks also. For initial days, we will not move on with the 2 hours of session, because it will be typical for you to pop up with all these things. I can cover a lot of things in 2 hours only, but we have a long journey with us. So we have to understand and you have to do a lot of practice with it, right? Then only you will understand. If you will not do the practices with it, then you will not understand anything. So whatever we covered in 1 hour, so after getting the first part, that is your prepare the data, right? So from the clean the data, our major part will be started. So just for 5 sessions we have for 1 hours, and then we need to be move on with 2 hours. 2 hours is the maximum time. Okay. And once you installed your Power BI also, Aditya, so you will understand and you can do the things parallelly, right? So that's the thing. Okay. So today one more thing I will do for you people, that I will share a link of a folder, okay, that contains all the recordings of the sessions. So you can go through it. That will be personal recordings for you, right? And for the initial, I will provide these recordings to you also. Okay, all the data sets, all the links, all things will be available on that folder. Okay, so just go with that and do the practices that you are having with you. Okay, and please provide feedbacks that if you have any feedback regarding the process, anything that you need to be done into it, or any type of thing that you want to include in this. That if you say I am moving fast, so you can say that we can move slowly. If you say, if you have a particular requirements that this type of example I need, this type of domain I need to be evaluate, or this type of domain I work into it, so just put it into the feedbacks. I will consider all those feedbacks and try to include all those things in our trainings, right? So that's the thing. Okay, so that's for the today's session. Okay, so we will meet tomorrow again for the next step, changing the data source settings and including that, because these are the things which looks and completes in a very small time. I know how to do it, but when you are a new one into it and you try to do it, then it is very difficult to find the options for that, right? As I shown you that I just connected the SQL server. It asked me for the server name. Sometime you get confused that where to find that server names, right? And sometime it is obvious you will not find some credentials, and from where I get the credentials, how to do that. So change data source settings and including credentials and privacy levels and data source locations. I am able to do it within 10 minutes. If I have 10 data sources, I can change the settings within 10 minutes. But to make you understand, you need to practice on that. You need to import different data sources and then changing the credentials of that, or changing the settings. Then only you will understand that how the things you are getting over there, what are the problems, what are the issues you are facing over there. Okay, so my request is to do the practice, because at the end of this Power BI you need to practice for the PL 300 also, right? So after completing one domain, we will do some mock tests also. Okay, so you all have to appear into that, so you will be getting perfect into PL 300 also. Okay, so that's all for today. I'm closing the poll. Okay, that's fine. Let me stop my screen sharing, and if you have any doubt you can ask me, otherwise I will close the session. And if you will leave the session, I will understand that you don't have any doubts.
So
So
I
that
have doubt about the schema. Hello.
right. Yes, Vaibhav.
Yes, sir. Means the schema is same as a column or as a column name. I didn't understand.
Okay, just wait. Yes, the file is opened. Let me share my screen and show you what it is exactly. Over here, see, this is Emma. Thank you so much. So here, this is all known as the schema. As you can see, if I open the DBO categories, here you have the columns. You can see when I expand it, you have the column names, that it is tiny integer, uh, variable character, the keys, primary key, secondary key, constraints, if it has, if I have triggers, if it has any indexes, if it has any statistics. So this is the complete information about the categories,
Okay.
right? Does it contain any data right now?
No.
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 That's why this is the schema of the table. that is connected with that data.
Okay.
Okay. If I want to open this table, let's say just taking it in this one. So this is BA weekend. Just a second. Yes. So what I do, select star from BA. It is connected. BA underscore weekend. Right. So what I did, I called a table name. Right. I didn't call any data.
Right.
It will fetch what
So
did
database
happen.
name. Yeah, you write a database name.
Select star from, yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, that is category. It will come over here. Just come. I don't know what's going on. GORIS categories. Okay, let's check. Yes, over here is my data, right? So what I done, I just called a table name, right? So if I have these kind of informations, right? So instead of star, if I will put here the category, okay, it is not showing, maybe it need to be refreshed. Okay, so category ID. Okay, I just need category ID, right? So what I used over here, I just use only the column name or the table name or the database name or the database name I will use, right? Similarly, if I extract all this schema, then I can by using that schema or by using these details, I can fetch the data. Right. So in direct query, the schema is extracted only. And Power BI is continuously connected as a live connection with the server. Okay, so whenever you need to create some visualizations using this schema, at that time Power BI get connected with the server at that moment also, and then extract the data from the server to draw those visualizations. So continuously live connection is created in direct queries. Got it?
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay. I am planning to fetch the table details from PDF document, whereas I am facing the issue on it. Maybe the PDF is not proper PDF. It is created from the image only. So that's also the possible case that in PDF, when you are inserting the PDF, it is created from the image section, right? Get a Excel file, convert it into the PDF, and then try to import it into your Power BI. You will not get the issue with it. Okay, so that's all for today. Let's meet tomorrow again. Anyone have any more issues with them? Any more queries? If no, I will closing the session.
No, sir, thank you.
Oh, most welcome, Above. Okay then. Have a great day.